my boyfriend's a huge Karate Kid fan, so he
And Mary didn't watch Karate Kid.
No,
she didn't know who these people were.
Oh, they probably helped you.
She's like, who are these old guys doing karate?
Yeah.
This is What a Joke
with Tom Papa and Fortune Feimster
on Netflix is a Joke Radio.
Congratulations! It's such a good project to be involved in.
Yeah, no, I'm having a lot of fun. This is I expected it to hopefully do well, Cobra Kai and get to a whole new audience of people, but it's gone above and beyond any expectations I had, so I'm very excited.
And do you feel it? Do you feel the success of it?
On social media, I definitely have seen just the craziest response of people are so involved, which is so cool. Like I don't think I've ever cared so much about something in my life to like go and DM somebody and be like, how dare you? I've never cared that much. So
I was out. Oh man, I was on an emotional roller coaster with you. I was like, you're so nice and so friendly and so nice to your dad, and then you're mean to your friend, and then you're with this guy. I was like, what's wrong with her? Oh, she's nice. Okay,
she's a teenager on the show.
That's what I was gonna say. I think at the end of the day, even sometimes I forget. I'm like all these, especially as the seasons go on, like the problems go from like, oh no, like, I don't know what to do. Like my friends don't like me to, I maybe had a hand in getting a boy hospitalized. So, like the range, but at the end of the day, they're teenagers. Like it's so weird to me when people still refer to it as a comedy, because I feel like as the show's gone on, it's like obviously there's a lot of depth in where they've taken the characters now, but at the end of the day it is still a comedy, and there's some great little like jokey one-liner type things, and then there's just the hilarity of the the clashing of worlds, and there's the poking fun at the generational gaps. There's the non-PC-ness of Johnny, which is always funny. And just like lots of different fun little like hilarious parts of it. And then like it's cool though that it can still be, you can still sit down and watch it and take it seriously and be having a good time. I feel like it's like real life that way.
Yeah it's so good.
This last season you guys filmed while the other season started streaming, right, on Netflix?
No, so we released our first 2 seasons when we were on YouTube Premium, and then we moved to Netflix over the summer. We had already shot season 3 way back in 2019. So this season has been waiting to come out, and we've all been sitting on all these little fun spoilers and trying to keep our mouths shut for as long as possible. So we're actually in the next couple of weeks going to start filming season 4.
Wow.
So this will be our
with the Netflix budget.
I know, everybody's like, what's it like now that you're on Netflix? How is it different? I'm like, so far, more people on Instagram. That's all I know. We'll see how it goes when I get on set.
How did you get the role originally?
I forgot that I had an audition, so I slept through it. And then I woke up the next day and my boyfriend kindly reminded me I had an audition. So I got on the phone and I fixed it. I don't know what they said, but they got me back in. The first time that I, got in, down to the serious point was when I went into my chemistry read, and they warned me Ralph Macchio and William Zabka are going to be in the room. And I knew it was a chemistry read, but I didn't, for some reason, realize I was going to be reading with Ralph. I was like, he's going to be in the room. He's going to be one of those people who's sitting in kind of the audience seats. It's going to be bright lights, and I'm not going to see him. And I was like, that'll be cool, like to be in the same room as him, but I didn't really, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then they're like, all right, so you two just make conversation, shoot the breeze. And I was like, And then of course my motor mouth started and I couldn't shut up. And poor Ralph is standing there like, this is not the one we're hiring. But luckily I somehow pulled it off. I think it was maybe the fist bump. I don't know.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, luckily your boyfriend knew what a cool movie The Karate Kid was.
Yeah, he got my butt back in there, and still to this day, like he's the biggest fanboy, which is hilarious on set because he doesn't want any spoilers. So he
Right.
likes to come and visit, and he wants to see all the sets, see all the wardrobe, but I can't tell him any of it.
Mhm.
So he's like putting together the puzzle pieces in his own head, where he like goes home from set and he's like, all right, so you wore purple. So purple must mean that you nearly died. There you go.
Dad, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here? Is Robbie with you?
No. Have you heard from him?
No, I was just out looking for him. Wait, why aren't you in school?
I thought I was ready. But then everybody was staring at me. I just had to get out of there. So I came here. Well, in and out, and then here.
I get it. Believe me, I've been in enough fights to know.
But it's different when you're a girl. I mean, even if you win, you're not cool or tough. I think you're crazy.
Do you know any karate was that a world that you
Nothing. I hate exercise.
really?
Hate it.
God
With
dang
a burning
it!
passion. I won't I had never even walked on a treadmill, but when I got the show, there was nothing about the character doing any karate or anything in the initial auditions or
Yeah.
anything like that in the initial script. So I didn't have to, say openly tell anybody, hey, I'm really bad at sports.
Right.
And then I just got there and I saw all the boys doing karate and I was like, this is so sick. I want to do that.
Uh-huh.
And so I offered to just hold pads for them or help them stretch or whatever. And I was begging the producers. I was like, hey, can I do karate? And they were like, just wait. You'll see. And by the end of season 1, I got to do my one stunt in episode 9. And that was very exciting. And they tried to teach me how to do a hook kick. That was my entire part. Was I was supposed to come out of this whole spin thing, which they had a stunt double for this incredible, intricate spin kick thing. The very last thing I was supposed to do, all my responsibility, throw a hook kick.
Mhm.
It's a very simple kick, extremely simple. Took 2 hours to teach me. I was so bad, so very bad. And the stunt coordinator's wife literally looked at me at one point and she was like, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh God. So I get there on the day and they had rewritten it so that I only had to do a punch. I just had to come out of the last of the thing and do a punch.
Hilarious.
And then they were like, just so you know, you should get yourself ready. And I was like, okay, got it.
Where did you grow up, Mary?
I'm originally from Arkansas.
Arkansas.
I am from, Pine Bluff, Arkansas, is where I was born. And then started acting when I was 5, and that was in New York. And so we would travel back and forth from New York to Arkansas every couple of months. The initial audition that I went on was I was 5 years old. I just turned 5. My mom's best friend had moved from Arkansas to Pennsylvania, and we were going to visit them for a family vacation. And they were doing an open casting call at the time in the area. And my mom's best friend had just gotten her son into acting. And the first audition he went on was a Disney World commercial. He booked it and they went to Disney World. She was like, this is the best thing ever.
Acting's so easy.
Exactly. She was like, this is the dream job. This is so cool. And Miles, her son, was like having a great time. She was like, do you guys all want to go on audition? We were like, yeah, sure. And I ended up being the photo double in the movie Signs. For Abby Breslin. And we did it as a fun family vacation thing, but I was completely obsessed from day one. I was like, this is the coolest.
Yeah.
They had Crunch bars at craft service. I got to play with my Betty Spaghetti dolls. Joaquin Phoenix taught me how to do this hand snappy thing.
Oh man.
And it was the coolest thing ever. Oh, craft service got me chicken nuggets one day from McDonald's because I didn't want lunch. So it was an absolute dream. And so I kept begging and they let me do it.
That is amazing.
That is
That
funny.
Joaquin Phoenix and Mel Gibson, that's your first. Holy cow.
Yeah. My mom likes to remind me that when I was one of my first days on the set, I got to do this scene where they're trying to hold the baby monitor up above the car as high as they can to like catch the alien signal. And like they're all trying to reach as high as they can. And then Bo, Abby Breslin's character, crawls over everybody to get to the top of the car and hold it up. And she had already wrapped for the day. At that age, you can only work like 5 hours of the day. So they had already done all of her coverage and she had wrapped. So then I was going to be the back of her head. So they go to film this scene and I like crawl across Mel Gibson's lap, get to the top of the car, hold the baby monitor up. And then I was like, you know, thinking, again, I'm having a great day. Every day is a great day. My mom, though, was like, you did excellent today. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese. So we went to Chuck E. Cheese afterwards. I was so excited. My mom calls my dad, who's back in Arkansas, puts me on the phone. She goes, Mary Madeline, tell him what you did today. And I got on the phone. I was like, I danced with Chuck E. Cheese. And she had already told him, like, Mel Gibson, like, I got to be in a scene with Mel Gibson. So they're all waiting. And I'm like, I danced with Chuck E. Cheese. So
it's amazing.
I guess I still have my priorities right.
That's right.
Oh, that's so great.
You should always be more excited about Chuck E. Cheese.